I'm Jay. I am the co-founder and CEO of a company called Goodpin. And at Goodpin, we believe that people want to make a difference in the world. They want to make a difference in their world. And we think that it should be really easy and it should feel awesome to do just that. And I think I'm in a room full of people and just watched a movie about people that are demonstrating that they want to make a difference in the world. And it feels pretty awesome. Even just to watch it feels awesome. It must have been incredible to do all those projects and involve all the communities and involve all your friends and your people. So thanks for that example. Goodpin is an app. It's an app that connects people with their world and the people and places and things that inspire them to want to make a difference in their world. And essentially, we empower them to do that by making small donations to those things that are making them feel inspired and make a little ding in the universe that they want to see. And by doing this, fuel that thing called the virtuous cycle, where one small act of good fuels another small act of good, and that just keeps going up, and we see more and more of it, and all of a sudden big change is happening all around us. So I got back from South Africa last Thursday. What a complex, beautiful, amazing country that is. Has anyone here been to South Africa in the last 5 or 10 years? Yeah, it's ridiculous. I had a chance to talk to quite a few people in that country. And I heard a lot of comments around the fact that they're 20 years, they're brand new into this thing called democracy. And that the country really needs to learn what democracy means. That up to that point, when they were freed from apartheid and given democracy, they thought that that meant that all of a sudden, they're just going to be taken care of. And what they're learning is that democracy means that they have the freedom to define their community and their country. It means that it's up to them to do it. It's not going to be done for them. It's going to be done by them. And pardon me for dating myself, but as the U2 frontman Bono sings, in dreams begin responsibilities. So any democracy is based on citizenry. And yes, that's a word, citizenry. Look it up. For taking personal responsibility for your community, for your city, for your nation, and for your world. And that's especially true these days in the philanthropy realm. As we're looking around the world and we're looking at nations' economies collapse, and we're looking at corporate budgets tighten, and we're looking at our own government saying, no, we can't help out. It's pushed back to the individuals to help. And the numbers are showing that indeed the individuals are stepping up. In the US, in 2012, of the $316 billion given to charity, $223 billion was given from individuals, from people stepping up to make the change. And all the research is showing that millennials, and perhaps mistakenly named slacktivists, millennials get this more than most. They get it more than most. They think differently, they act differently. They're the most engaged, most globally minded, and civic-minded of all generations. They want to work for companies that are making a difference in the world, and they want to buy products that are from companies that are making a difference in the world. They, in fact, don't see making a difference as an option. It's not an option. It's not if you're going to make a difference. It's how you're going to make a difference in the world, how you're going to make your world better. 84% of them would rather make a difference in the world than get more recognition at work. And that's a global trend, not just in North America. 87% in North America gave to charity in 2013. Over 50% would accept less cash for a lesser role if it meant contributing to something that was socially meaningful. And the top 3 identity traits of millennials that they want to be seen as by their peers and their friends, they want to be seen as smart, successful, and making a difference. So Sir Richard Branson, founder of Virgin, was on a flight with a peer of mine, Craig Kielburger, founder of Me to We. You probably heard of the We Day phenomenon going around. And he says to Craig, you know what? When I started Virgin, I wove the ethos of the age into that company, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, because that would make me more successful. And if I was to start a company today, I would weave in the ethos of making a difference. So arguably, making a difference is the zeitgeist of our age today. So millennials, they act differently, and they also give differently. Your intuition and the research support the fact that they give impulsively. We like to call it giving in the moment of inspiration, but they give impulsively. They give with their friends. They give in small amounts, and they prefer to use technology to do that. And considering that there's 1.8 billion millennials on our planet right now, I think they're really influencing the way things are going to be done, if they not already are. And it's not just the millennials that want to make a difference in the world. All of us, as we've seen, all of us want to make a difference in the world at some point or other. Whether it's to buy jerseys for our kids' sports teams, to fund a school in a developing nation, to dig a well to fund research for cancer, whatever it is, we want to do something in our world to make it better. And that inspiration can come from so many places, from any place. It can come from watching a film like this. It can come from talking to a friend about world travel. It can come from a song. It can come from a child speaking a profound truth. But at some point, many points in our lives, we get hooked and we want to make some difference in the world. So now, at this time in history, with technology and connectivity between people and all things coming through the internet, fueling and birthing new possibilities at an unprecedented rate. And as the barriers between those moments of inspiration and the actions of changing the world dissolve, we're asking the question here today, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about what is the future of philanthropy and technology and citizenship? Where's it headed? And I think that 1.8 billion millennials might have a pretty good idea of where it's going. So what a hectic time to be alive. It's pretty crazy. I'm going to close and say thank you, but also point to later on in the presentation, at the end of this, Megan is going to do a little call to action, I think, where we'll all have a chance in this room to join as a community to affect our community and do a little social technology community experiment with Goodpin. So if you have a chance right now, go to good.pn, download the app, or if you're not on an iPhone, the website itself will be able to guide you around towards the ability to contribute to our community here. So I look forward to talking to you later. Thanks very much.